All right, YouTube, welcome back to our channel here. This is Mario 17, and then we're going to play Forest Village Life is Feudal. Kind of a new game that's out. A lot like Banished, I know, I get it. That's all I'm going to say about it. Yeah, but it's fun to play. I enjoyed Banished, so I think I'll enjoy this as well. Here's the map that we are going to do. Look forward to that. So, yeah, my house flooded. Had some issues, a whole bunch of problems. And we've been doing a lot of remodel. I lost several episodes of the Union Let's Play Ultimate General Civil War. I am going to try and recover them, but I don't think I can. So we may be a little further along in the campaign than we wanted, but that's okay. It's the way it goes. So yeah, this is a great game. Let me turn the Let me get the volume down just a tiny bit here. I think. By the way, play the music in this game. When you're playing it, do the music. It is fun. So this is Life is Feudal, and yes, it is a lot like Banished. Yes, it looks a lot like Banished. I'm hoping this is not a cash grab or something of that nature. I've seen a lot of people saying that's what it is. I am really hoping they continue this game. I like how it looks better than the other unmentionable game. So, and I'm going to go ahead and just clear this whole section right off the bat here. And we're going to get sped up because otherwise these guys don't move fast at all. And I'm going to designate one builder here. And let's see, based on what I'm seeing, nothing out there. We could make that almost like a little fishing village area. Put a few farms here. Alright. We'll get these guys to clear this stuff off, and then we will build us one more house over here. Let me see if I can build it right there. Let's see. We got the one homeless guy, and of course, no, you can't build it there. You can't build it there. I really don't want to build it over here, so can I build it there? Yeah, we shall build it there. And I don't know, you know, you can hold down the right mouse button and adjust. You can actually look at it like this. See, these are some things that, yes, a lot like Banished, but there's some things that are not like Banished. Like, for example, I can take over this person and wander wherever I'm supposed to wander. Whoa! My mouse sensitivity is very, very, very. But I can wander, right? Drop the resource. Wow! All of a sudden, the mouse has gone nuts on me here. Drop resource. Right? Hit escape, and they go back to doing what they were doing. So there definitely are a few differences. Yes, I know the similarities, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, let's get back up to 5. Of course, we called this Morius Town. I mean, what else would you call it? You have to call it Morius Town. So what are the keys? First thing first, build your little house, get the extra guy going, and you better start with a field right off the bat. You want to have the fields near the wells, and then you want to have the fields near the storehouses and stuff. Now the temptation is you can build a small field and put one worker in it, or you can build a somewhat larger field, okay, and put several workers in there. Let's see if it'll let me do that. No. Alright, so let's back up just a little bit, because we do want this to be a somewhat large field here. I think that's probably going to be alright. It's 22 by 10. That's going to be a pretty good size. If I go that route there, I got 24 by 9. That's not bad. Let's do that. And the reason why you want to get the field, well, you're going to run out of food fast. You got 900 bread, 700 fish, that's going to go very quickly. So now we got the little housing rows set up here. We're set. Very first thing I would tell you, don't rush off building a bunch of houses. That is one definite difference to the other game. is that if you build a bunch of houses, you're going to have an explosion of growth, and then you're not going to be able to feed everybody. You're going to run out of food. You're going to have people starving to death. So don't do that. Make sure that you are growing very slowly as far as houses go. Be easy. 1 or 2 people a year is a lot, even in the beginning. So you got to be a little wary of doing that. The other thing that you can build right off the bat can be a gatherer's hut. It's not all that effective because they're going to be gathering potatoes, and we're about to grow a ton of potatoes. You haven't had much need for that. Instead, what I've been building is fishing villages, and I want to put one right here since it's going to be very close to the supply, so they can get back and forth in there and drop stuff off very quickly. And for now, I don't need to build a forester's lodge because we're just going to clear the forest, and then it'll grow back very quickly. So we'll just clear the forest and take anything we need for right now, and then it will grow back. We don't worry about that, that's for sure. The only other thing you can do right off the bat is a nice hunting village would work good. You find a spot that's going to be a little ways away, and away you go. Alright, so let's slow this down. What I want to do is, this is going to take a couple of workers. You can see here, maximum amount is 2. Currently there are 0. I'm going to assign 2 people because I want 2 people working this field, and I want them working it quick. And I want them to grow potato. And hit OK, and they will start working potato. Reason why I need 2 people: if you don't put 2 people there, you will not harvest all of the crops in 1 year. The well is close enough so they'll be fine, and we'll probably put another field here as we move along. Once we get a little bit more cleared out, I think what I'm going to do, is there a way across right there? Yes, there is. I'm going to put the hunting village over here, and just far enough out where it can do good, but also close enough that if I wanted to, I could put like a chicken coop over there. But for now, let's just put him, that's too much water. Let's go about here, and I think he'll catch, I don't know, so much island there. I'm not 100% sure he's going to be very effective. Whereas if I put him over here, I think he's going to be pretty darn effective. That's a long ways out, though. He's going to have to walk a really long ways to bring food. Whereas here he doesn't have to walk quite as far. A lot of that's going to be, I don't know, because I'm not seeing too many animals in this area. I don't know. I think right now I'm going to hold off on the hunting village, because I know I'm going to get plenty of food from my potatoes, and I'm going to get plenty of food from my fish. Now that's up and running. There we go. So you can have 3 people there. Now, in the winter, when you no longer have, and say I'm not building nothing, so I don't need a builder, you can go gather resources. In the winter, when my farmers are no longer working, I will no longer make them farmers, I'll make them fishermen. So we're getting food all the way around. Or if you're at a point later on where you're gathering resources and stuff, you can send them to do that. So make use of your time. So this is going to produce 616. It's a good starting field, and that'll help get us through the winter. I don't think we're going to make quite 616 because fall's going to be here before you know it. And with that happening, I'm going to need somebody to cut firewood. And I want my firewood guy right here in the center, because if I don't, we're going to have a problem. Everybody can get in and out. Actually, I should put him right back there, because firewood goes in here. No, it doesn't. Firewood goes in here. So let's put him back where we were saying. Alright, so firewood, we're going to put him right over here. And get that built. So I'll need a builder to do that. I can have up to 3, but I don't need 3. 1 will do it just fine. Get him building that, while everybody else is gathering resources. And it auto saves pretty regular, but that's fine. You can see here they're starting to plow and plant. Nothing done yet, but they are working on it. Key, I'm telling you, slow growth. Slow growth. And we can make this over here the fishing village. Put another one over here. Like a little house over there. We can level that out. That's the other thing. You can do terraforming, which is good. So I might just fill in this bay here. Actually, it'd be a good idea just to fill that bay in. There are a few animals over there. A few. Not overly concerned about. They say the hunting lodge only hunts, but it protects coops and farm things like if you're raising cows and stuff. But it also says that it protects people from wild animal attacks. I haven't had any of my people attacked by wild animals. I have had, though, people or chickens and stuff get attacked. That I have had, but overall not too bad, you know. Alright, so we're gonna hold off. We've got 301. We're okay for now. Midsummer, or you know, when it's summer, I'll put somebody in there to cut wood. Right now, though, I want them gathering resources. That's what I need. I need them to gather all these little resources, clear this land around here. And the further you push back, the more you build, the more the animals start to move away. So and you don't have to hunt. See, I could like basically leave that as a little lagoon thing, look cool. Terraform all this in here, make this flat. Extend my little empire here, but definitely extend that way as well. And yes, I want everything over here as well. Go get it. Bring it to me. All of it. All of it. And anything that's trying to grow in here, get rid of it too. And they'll just scurry along and do it. When summer's here, I'm going to assign one more guy now to cut wood. I don't need a ton of wood to get through the first fall, but you need, or the first winter. Excuse me. But you need some, and so we'll do some. Everybody's doing their little job, running around. Like I said, definitely play the music when you're playing this game. It's definitely great to see or hear. To see. Definitely play the music. I think the music is great. Alright, so now they are getting close, as you can see. Closer. If you told them to harvest now, which you could do by clicking on this little button, they'd harvest 154. I definitely do not want them to do that. You want to watch your temperature. They can't grow below 0. So once it gets 0, they're done. And whatever's left here is gone. So a good general rule of thumb would be when it gets about 12 degrees, 13 degrees, 14 degrees, somewhere in that neighborhood, you want to hit the harvest now button if you haven't, and let them go harvest. You can put, for decoration, a scarecrow. It has a radius, but I don't see that it's done anything to affect birds, nor have I seen birds messing with my stuff, so not sure if that's effective, not effective, don't know, maybe not implemented yet. Game's not done, not finished. You can find it on Steam, and but I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I enjoyed the other game, so I definitely enjoy this game. I wonder if these bears ever like go in there and get your food. That's what they should do. You just have to have a hunting village, just protect your food stores. Alright, so now I think I'm going to create me a hunting village now, because I got everybody and their brother running around in my village. I'm not overly happy with that. So let's create us a hunting village back there. It'll help curb the desire to be in our business nonstop. You can see he's happily cutting wood down, or cutting wood into firewood, and then he hauls it off into here. You might be wondering why you see some of these dudes just running around doing nothing. Well, because they're babies or teenagers, and they haven't modeled them to be sub-adults or look different. So you'll see them wandering anything. When I first started playing this, I'm clicking on them going, why aren't you doing something? Why aren't you doing something? But that's why they're kids. We'll get him up there. He'll start killing stuff, and then from that distance, he'll have a pretty good radius. Get him to start killing a few things, and we can start collecting hides. And then once we can grow flax, we can start making some clothing for our guys and gals. They will need it. A lot of this is hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. You know, and it's a balance. It's a balance. A balance of moving people into spring, into straight up food production, nonstop. Then adjusting in the fall and winter to resource gathering, fishing if you're really low on food, things of that nature. It's you work in seasons. So right now, it's about getting this food, getting, you know, the fish if you can get them, if you're making bread, stuff like that. You know, now's, you want to make bread and stuff in the winter. Oh, we'll show you as we go along. You want to focus in on getting yourself ready to survive the winter, so that during the winter you're ready to do other things like make bread, make ships, you know, blah blah blah. Alright, now the builder has finally hauled all the stuff up there, and he can start making the hunter shack slowly. What I'll do is I'll probably put a might even put a little home out there so the hunter can live out there at some point. Not now. I don't want any more babies. No babies right now. 1 baby, 2 babies, maybe. Alright, so he's got 444 wood, firewood stacked up. He's going to call that 13 in there. That's enough. I need him gathering resources right now, because that's what we need. And our 2 farmers, it is summer. We're getting close. Like I said, we're not going to pull a full harvest this year because we started late. It was late spring. At least I don't think we will. We'll see. Hunting cabin, construction complete. Let's add 1 hunter, remove 1 builder. Let him start doing, he or she start hunting the wild animals. Not doing too bad. So all the babies are now teenagers. Notice it says, child Lily has grown up and is ready to study. If at a school, they would now go to school. But we don't. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to do pretty good. You can see the models are really good on this. You can zoom in really far. The models look good. Alright, and I know we have enough firewood for the year. So he's got to kill animals, then haul them all the way back down to here in order to be effective. So at some point we're going to need a barn. It's going to be closer that he can get to. Maybe, maybe not. And these trees, a lot of these trees, like I said, these trees will just grow right back. The seeds fall off of these trees, and voila, they grow. But we will want a hunter or a forester's lodge. You know, at some point, I might even do it over here because I don't think I want to expand that direction. I don't know. I like all this weird looking coastline. I didn't have this on my other one. And I've got this piece sticking out over here. Interesting. Like a way to get in and out there. Almost like a little mini harbor. Pretty cool. Alright, so it's late summer. Still 26 degrees. They are at 6:06, 6:14, 6:16. Alright, so they'll now start harvesting. So that's good. Food reserves are low. Yeah, they're a little low, but not really. You're going to get that winter every fall, or that warning. It doesn't necessarily mean your reserves are actually low. So there they go. They're starting to gather it up. Then they'll start to haul it in. And potatoes. There you go. Vegetables is what it's called. And there goes the thunderstorm. There's a disaster option, which I turned off. I'll tell you why, because you just had fire in your village. It becomes an absolute nightmare, and then the tornadoes. The game's hard enough without that, so I turned them off. Didn't want to do. The rain helps to water your plant, so it's good when it rains. Otherwise, they're hauling it from a well to your field. So when you're building your fields, you need to be near a well, at least semi-near. You know. I like to put a gap in between 2 fields, put a well in between them, and then another field next to it. It works out good that way. So they're doing alright gathering the resources. We definitely have a whole lot of everything. This is hay, which you need to build most buildings. You can also grow that. You can gather it, but you grow it by growing grass. Flax you grow in fields as well, and then flax and leather turns into regular clothing. Flax, leather, something else, and cotton or wool from sheep turn into warm clothing. You're only going to get sheep and stuff from building ships and send off expeditions, and hope they don't get lost. Alright, early fall, temperature still high, so that's good. And they are harvesting like madmen. They're doing a great job. And this is going to carry us through the winter, along with the fish. And of course the bread that we brought with us when we came here. He's doing his thing out there. And you can see here it says allows you to hire hunters to gather meat and skins, also to defend pastures and people from wild animals. I haven't, like I said, I haven't had any people attack, but chickens. If I got a chicken coop sitting here, the bears and all that stuff would just tear them up. So without a hunter's thing, you can't do anything. Alright, I want to put one builder, and I'm going to go ahead and build my well. It's going to go in between my two fields. We'll just offset it over here because it looks better. Voila. And I know that well is right there, but I'm going to destroy that well. Because I don't need that well there. I need the well here. So we'll get him to work on that. He'll haul the materials down and he can build that. Alright. And we're still 21 degrees, so it's fall, and it's a mild fall. Usually by fall, it's already getting pretty. I mean, I've seen snow and it says fall, so pretty mild. Still 21 degrees Celsius there, and they're going to get a full harvest in, which is good. The next one I'm going to build is going to be a little bigger. Of course, I need the workers for it. Right now, the way you can look at this is only have 2 excess workers, a gatherer and a builder. So if I build a field too big, I won't have enough people to work it. So I may have to wait on building the next field. We shall see. Alright, I want to destroy that well. Because I'm going to make, eventually, a lot of road stuff in here. So what? Which I didn't leave enough room there for road. I'll probably wind up moving this, but we'll see. Did I leave enough room there for road? Let me see here. Nope, sure didn't. That's alright. It happens. It happens. Roads are important. Makes sure people move faster. Eventually you're going to need those. By the way, Q and E rotate. WASD moves the camera around. Good time of the year to build roads in the fall, because it's about to be snowy. So I can't go through there. So he can go around, right? Let's just go around and then back. Let's just go around to there. Let's have them build that road to start with. Alright, so now you see what they did is they started redoing. I don't need them to redo. We're not going to be able to get that. So I'm going to unassign them. They can go and help do other stuff, to include one of them being a fisherman. So now you got 2 fishermen, and the rest of you are out doing various things. Builders do not build roads. Laborers build roads. So when you have extra laborers, they'll come in and build the roads. Alright. And during the winter, got 520 plus 786 fish, so we're definitely good on that. And during the winter, I want them gathering some more resources. So I want to make sure that we are gathering this, and then I want to start gathering that. Oop, yeah, that. Thank you. And a little bit of that. And that way they can get that and start moving it this direction. And we'll work on the road some too. It helps if I have a road out towards the hunter's hut so that he or she can get back easier. I can't seem to build in the dark. I can't see with the lights and so forth and so on. So I just wait till it's daylight. In the meantime, let's go ahead. We'll leave the 4 gatherers for right now. I think we're going to be just fine on food. I don't see it being too much of an issue right now. Matter of fact, I know it's not going to be an issue. Alright, so let's go this direction for future expansion. It won't take them long to do that. Can't go there. I don't want to go there because I don't want to interfere. I could put a road in here if I need to, and a road that goes right through there, which I will do. Only because as they wander through there, it helps. Alright, put that there, and let's put one there. There you go. And we'll put one there. Put one here. I love the sound effects. Something you don't hear too well when you're doing the I got the music going. There we go. Some more roads. Roads make a difference. It's key. And that was not very well planned out right there. I may even move that well to here. I don't know. I'll move it. Well, I do like it in between them. I'm just used to having a road run down the side because I built this one a little too close to the buildings. That'd be alright. It'd be just fine. Alright, so they're building all the roads now. I don't want them building any more roads. I want them gathering resources. So that's it on road building for now. Alright guys, go gather, gather, gather. He's hunting, hunting, hunting. And now we get to go through the winter. It's now 0 degrees. So even if I assign somebody to here, as you can see, it gives me a winter signal symbol which says, hey, you can't work here during the winter. And I have 5 people out doing that. Let's put a 3rd fisherman up, and let's put 1 more hunter up. So I've got 3 gatherers, resource gatherers, and 5 people on food. I do have enough to build the other field though. It wouldn't be a bad thing to already have that ready for next year. Let's see what size here. Let's go right up into that. And that's 18 by 12, 19, so 20 by... I don't think we'll be able to work that. It's going to be big. So let's do 20 by 18. That's a big field. But we're going to do that. I want to go ahead and... because food is paramount. The only way I'm going to be able to grow is if I got a huge excess of food. No food, no growth. It's just not going to work. And that's going to be 2 big farms. That's actually, these 2 will sustain me for quite some time. I'll need a small one to grow grass. I'll need a small one for flax, that kind of stuff. Because you don't need a ton of that stuff. Alright, so we got a little bit of road for the hunter to come back on. You see, he'll grab that road and walk it in. You could build fence, which I've done. I haven't found it to be very successful or helpful in any way. Just looks nice. We'll get the builder to take care of that. You see our fish is actually going up a little bit. Definitely food's going down there. Meat, I've had 2, 3, 4 hunters lodge and have never had surpluses of meat. They'll grab that before they'll grab just about anything else. Fruit, you're going to need fruit. If you don't, your guys eventually will get scurvy. So eventually you do need fruit. You have to plant an orchard and assign a guy to take care of it. 64 wood to build that thing. That's not too bad, realistically. Alright, let's tell them to gather. Let's see, here. Primary. I like to see all that gone. I like a clean workspace. They should prioritize that a little bit better now. Somebody's out grabbing stone and stuff. You see they come wandering in and go around using the road. They'll use the roads as much as they can. They'll wander between houses, but if they can use a road, they'll use a road. Makes life easier for them. They do definitely walk a lot faster. Little fishing boat, but they never take it out. Standing up here. Why have the boat? They should like have a boat that just goes out, fish, come back. So you can see it still says 2 right here on the farming. It says 2. When this is finished, it's going to tell me how many, the maximum farmers I would need in order to work both fields. You click on your houses, give you an idea of what they got in there, who's in there. Don't upgrade a house unless you make sure there's no babies. Alright, so 6 total workers to work the fields in the spring, which we'll do. We'll knock other people out of there. The warehouse holds construction materials, and the barn holds your food and all the rest of that kind of stuff. And then here, it'll show you what they're doing. Like he had 13 fish, you just hauled that off, and he's going to add it there. Once he drops it off, there you go. Yep, tearing down the forest, making room for us. Got a lot of animals over there, actually. Making room for us. Where's that Hunter's Lodge? I don't even remember where it is now. It's up there somewhere. There it is. He's doing good. You can set your resource limits. You can also do that on a chart thing here. There you go. Resource limits. You can set them. I don't need to set them. You got your map. Take it off. Put it back up. You got your little thing here that tells you what's going on. I'll leave that up because sometimes there's a warning that pops up and you're like, oh, this is supposed to be what's going on with the building and show me statistics. Doesn't work. Nothing yet. So you could put, last 10 years, show me, everything. Nothing. You could put it here, still doesn't work. So far it's not working. That's a tool they'll have to fix. Alright, winter's progressing. Let's move through winter a little faster. You see we're up on fish, that's good. We're up on meat, and we're eating a lot of the vegetables. And it's getting time, soon, we'll get geared up to plant, stop all resource gathering, stop all the other stuff, and start prepping for planting. Kind of like living in the old times, everything's got to revolve around planting and harvest time. If it doesn't, well, you're going to starve to death. So, everything will revolve around that. I like how the snow looks in the game. Unfortunately, they said that they were going to release modding tools and all of the information or so on to the modding public, so that there could definitely be a lot of mods. I'm assuming at some point that will be, or that it's. Well, actually, I know it is happening now. One thing I don't like is there's not a mod workshop. You have to go to these websites and stuff. Not overly happy with that. I prefer to have something that's not that way. I'm going to move, while we're sitting here talking, I'm going to move, if I can, this warehouse, because I don't like where it is right now. I'll move it over here. They're having to wander through quite a bit of stuff to get to it. So I'd rather see them do that. And let's take all of our guys and put, well, I guess I can only put one worker on that. So, never mind. And I want to demolish this thing. I don't like where it's at. They're having to wander in, make these weird cuts. I can make a road going right to it if it's there. So, we'll get it out of here and I can put another house in there at some point. Or even a small flax field or something. But yeah, I'm excited to see mods and how that works out at some point. I like to see where you can do temperate climates, maybe where it gets hot and water is an issue. Different styles, basically, of play. You're right, needs a few more stone. He can get that started. Alright, late winter. Pretty soon you can see it starting to warm up. So when it warms up, I'll slow it down. We'll get people assigned. And I got a new teenager that has become an adult and ready to work. I like that. So let's go ahead and drop down our fisherman to 1. Let's drop down our hunter to 1. And that leaves us 6 people to throw into our fields the moment we can. And need be, if I needed to, I could even drop him out and put him in there. But not yet. Not quite time. Right now, let them go gather resources. And then as soon as that thing's ready, I'll tell the builder to demolish this one. He's getting there. There you go. Complete. Alright. Demolish this. So now he's got to haul all that stuff out and haul it over there. And laborers are going to help them there. I think they're going to help. So they'll haul all that stuff over there. Alright, early spring. I like to see them get a lot of that done, but my builder can do that during the year, so I'm not overly concerned about it. When that thing hits 0, we are assigning people to grow food. So we had 289 left out of what we harvested. When we double harvest this year, we're going to be sitting pretty. Potato. Okie dokie. We're going to get 1,152 out of this field. And then I can also use this one to grow flax and stuff down the road. So we are going to be well off. And I could do another house here soon. We are going to need some more firewood, though. We barely made it to the winter. Barely. So my builder, when this is done, he's going to become a fire chopper guy. Alright, we're at 0. Let's make it happen, guys. Get in the fields. And so they'll start making that happen. And that leaves my one guy to empty the rest of that. Poor fella. I could drop my fisherman out for now, I think. Let him help. Don't need any more fish at this moment. So there you go. 3 in that field. 4 in this field, actually. Yep, 4 in that field. And 2 in this one. And they will diligently plant and grow them. And we repeat the process all over again. That's how it goes. That's the process right there. Oh, he's doing an alright job. He'll get all that stuff out of there. You got 2 people. It'll go. Just a matter of time. The food is the priority right now. See a little wolf? Just hangs out with us, you know. There he goes. I love it. He's like, hey, I'm here to hang out. Just don't pay me no mind. Just a wolf. I will not steal your children. I will not attack anybody. Right. And you know these villagers will not be letting the wolves wander in their village. Everybody becomes a hunter when a wolf walks in. Or a bear. Everybody becomes a hunter then. Poor guy. Having to haul. 2 people having to empty that entire thing. Poor guys. Yeah, one of the things you can do to help increase overall productivity and everything is, you know, having barns and stuff near. Wow, thunder. So let's say if I'm going to build a couple fields over here, another barn over here would not be a bad idea. Because then I have no water so far. Alright, we'll let the storm pass. Oh, the storm's gone. I'm going to take 1 laborer away, right? Then we'll start chopping some more wood. We're down to 145. That's pretty low. So that means my poor builder is going to have to do this by himself. This poor fellow. That's a job for you. There you go. Not a laborer. He can help. Or she can help. What is it? Lily. Lily can help empty that. As every other adult is prepping and working in fields so that we can eat. Eating is good. We have found out that eating is good. Yeah, I gotta see if, once I get rid of that, I'll probably get rid of this road. Well, I don't have to get rid of it. I can put a little shack there. Be like the one shack that's not in a row. Although those aren't quite in a row, are they? What are we removing now? Now we're removing the hay. I think so, right? Yeah. No, removing the ore. And at some point, when these tools that you start with start running out, you're going to need a carpenter shop to make some primitive tools. And then later on, you can make high quality tools. And again, that's something you can do during the winter. You know, when your farmers are done. Some of my farmers always go and make tools and coats during the winter. Send them off, let them go do that during the winter. They can be nice and warm while they're working on indoors, and then during the summer, work outdoors. I could put a funeral pyre and things like that in here, so that's good. Got some room there. Yeah, I think I'll fill in this bay at some point. Working away. Whoa, it'll take all summer. He's back up to 249 wood, so he's doing good. He makes a lot of progress. As you can see, you can have 3 wood choppers. So if you ever get where you're getting close to winter, or it's just started snowing, you think, oh man, I'm low, you can crank it up to 3, and they'll produce a lot. Problem is I have no renewable source of wood right now. I need one more worker, and I need to put me a forester's thing out here to produce wood. Or maybe over here. So you can bring it this way. And I'm not going to expand that way too much. Expand kind of this way. And I'll put a couple houses over there. Lightning, lightning, lightning. I like how they just keep working right through it. Like, eh. Now the big gigantic storm is past. Sounds good though, right? Hope it doesn't blow your eardrums there. Are they starting to harvest now? Yeah, they're gonna start harvesting now. He should too. Really, yeah, they're harvesting too. So we're about to have a truckload of food. That's good. All right, so carpenter. We'll let him run a little bit longer, but I'm eating up all my wood right now, and I need wood. So, I'd like to build a forester's lodge. Let's see, where is that hut? So it's up here. Let's go... Right? No, that would not be a good spot to build it. Let's go right about there. Boom. Alright. So now, I can use extra people to build it. But I can build it this fall. I don't need to build it now. Let this thing finish emptying out. Then the worker can start working on that. And I can put two of my laborers on work duty if I needed to. Alright, so that's done. Now let's crank up to 3 workers and they'll start building the forester's hut. How are we doing on the food? Oh yeah, looking great. When this is done, I'm building a shack over here. We do the forester, so we can tell him to grow and cut trees, and we'll have a nice steady supply of wood. As long as we don't build like madmen, we'll have more wood we know what to do with. Alright. Alright, now that's done. Let's put us, if we could put it in there. Yeah, it barely fits, doesn't it? Yeah, let's do. I don't like doing that though, because that's going to cause issues with the. Oh, not quite, huh? Cause issue with the hut. Let's put one. How about right there? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You just go right over there. I don't want to put it there. I can use that for other stuff. Pyres and so forth, so on, chicken coop, whatever. I don't want to mess up all the road system and not have somewhere the fishermen can go back and forth. So let them do that. Alright, building Forester's Lodge is now complete. So let's add one forester, please. Oh, well, let's remove one worker and add one forester. Now, they're done, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those two. And I'm going to change this to. I don't need I don't need flax yet. I could use it, but not yet. I'm going to go ahead and do grass next year, so that we'll have an extra amount of hay. I like a surplus, and they are done as well. So we can just say, "You're all done. Go collect resources. Thank you." All right. So the extra house will produce extra babies this year, and let's tell them to get rid of all these resources right here. There we go. And you can leave those two, but let's make sure we're getting let's go that and that. There we go. Off they'll go. And I'm going to go ahead and start making some more firewood. I'm good on fish. We don't really have a whole lot of people at this moment. And so I'm going to add an extra forester too. So I can get extra wood, extra planted, and get all that in. And he's having to run a long ways to haul that in from here. So I'm going to extend a road over, which they'll build fairly quickly. Let's see where that thing is. It's there. So let's go to here, right? Yep, so there. And then we can also connect this to, you can see where it turned white, to that. There we go. And let them build that. Something good for them to do over the winter. Alright. I said we'll get a little bit more firewood because we need a little bit more. And you can see how quick they build the roads. I mean, they build them fast, especially when you got 4, 5, or 6 of those people out there. And I got 2 builders that I don't need. Goodbye. Go back and go do other stuff. Thank you. I think I'll have 3 fishermen now. Now that we're about to hit winter, let them fish. You can see we're already up to 436 wood, 442 wood, because we're starting to cut this stuff. They'll ravage. You know, when you send them, they'll ravage it. They'll do a good job. Road is now built, so you can see hauling the stuff is now so much easier for the hard-working forestry guys. Let's see if we can just build a road right up to that door. Beautiful. Looking good. I don't want these little trees right here. Don't want those little trees right there. Don't want those right there. There we go. There we go. The snow has come. So he's got 457 firewood, 444. Yeah, they're gonna start grabbing it now. I'll let them do a little bit more firewood. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Let them go. We've got enough excess to let him kind of, her, him, that person. Looks like a her. I'll produce fire with it. Her. There's our humble little village, looking good. Haven't done any terraforming yet, but basically, I'll show you that when we start messing with this. I've found a few different ways that work pretty darn good. They work good. Some things don't work as good as others, so it's not as easy as it just. You think it would be pretty straightforward, but it's really not. But it does work well. I give them credit. It's a good feature, and it works very well. All right. Firewood. I don't mind. I like being around 500. So they're gonna be using it up. But I mean, if I stop that person now, it'd be fine. But technically, I don't really need the extra person at this moment. You can see there's not as many animals over here now. But now with the Forester's Lodge, more stuff will be planted here, so the animals will come back. So that's good. Bread's being used up. They like that bread. I saw one person say that the more variety they have, the less they eat. I don't know if it's 100% true or not, but well, I'm not sure. But variety's got to be better than just one thing, right? So that's why getting bread early on isn't a bad idea. But you got to build this gigantic, massive windmill and stuff. So that's gonna have to be once we fill in over here. So what we're gonna do is we'll stop here, and we're gonna let this get ready for the following spring, where we're gonna produce some actual grass this time, and because we are sitting pretty on food, this will hold us on food for quite a while. We could probably actually shut this field down. And continue doing other things. So, hey, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I hope you like this new series, and yes, we will definitely have the other stuff back up and running. The other videos will finish soon, especially with the Ultimate General Civil War. We got to finish that Union one and make it happen. All right, guys, we will talk to you soon.